Hi everyone, this is Dr. Sarah Beth Bell, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to do a correlation in SPSS. So we've been working through a data set with a rejection sensitivity questionnaire, as you can see here, and we are going to correlate the scores on that with age to see if age makes a difference in how rejected you feel. So we'll go to Analyze, and then we'll correlate, and then we'll click bivariate. That's like the kind of normal correlation. You're almost always going to want to do that. So just go ahead and click on that. And then we have our variables. And so in this case, we are doing age, and we're doing rejection sensitivity questionnaire total score. All right, and we're just going to click OK. And what we have here is our results. And so we can see this line, Pearson correlation, goes to this number. And so whenever you do a correlation, you'll have cells that are just like 1, and then cells that are a decimal number. This 1 is just age correlating with age. You can kind of see that here. So of course age is perfectly correlated with age. I don't really know why they make the output this way, kind of random, but what you're looking for is the one that's not 1. You're looking for kind of the decimal, and here we see that the correlation was 0.014. That's not showing a relationship between age and rejection sensitivity. A correlation that's small would be at least 0.1. 0.3 is kind of medium. 0.5 and above, that's like insane, really going for it. This is not that, and we can kind of tell that by the p-value too. So this first line is the correlation coefficient. When you're writing it up, you would say R equals this value, so just like a lowercase r equals this value. And then when you write the p-value, that's on the second row. And it is annoying because instead of saying p-value, it says sig two-tailed. And I do think that people find that confusing, but just know that this is the same thing. Now, I do want to just kind of point out, just like the two ones, we have the same two correlations here. It's like saying, how does age correlate with rejection sensitivity? And then how does rejection sensitivity correlate with age? I don't know why they make it like this, y'all, but you just gotta bear with it. So we've got our R equals 0.014. And then here's our p-value, 0.836. And that is not going to be significant. That is not less than 0.05. And so 0.05 and under is significant, and this is not it. So now let's look at a graph of how this turned out. So I'm going to go to Graphs, Chart Builder, and just say OK. Now my computer is doing something very weird today where it doesn't want to show the bottom of this dialog, but I think you can follow along pretty well. So where it's kind of saying like bar right here, I'm going to click below it where it says scatter or dot. And I'm going to click the second to the left one, and it just says simple scatter with line. Here, I'm going to drag over our variables of interest. It doesn't matter which one is on which side, X or Y. And I'm just going to say OK. And now we've got this chart of what happened. Now you can just like barely see it. I don't know why they make it so not obvious, but we have this line here, and it's basically a flat line, so that is not significant. Now if you double click on this chart, it'll let you play around with colors, make it fancy, kind of do whatever you want, go crazy. And so just double click and you can do that. But just remember that kids shouldn't be in cages and that families belong together. Thanks, hope you learned something from this one.